dan seterusnya berkenaan dengan perkembangan antarabangsa. Wall Street tanked in a broad sell-off on Thursday as investors' risk appetite was dashed by worries that the Federal Reserve restrictive monetary policy will remain in place for longer than anticipated. All three major U.S. stock indices tumbled more than 1% and benchmark 10-year U.S. Treasury yields touched a 16-year peak the day after Fed Chairman Jerome Powell warned inflation still has a long way to go before approaching the central bank's 2% target. Dow Jones fell 370.46 points to 34,070.42. S&P 500 lost 72.2 points to 4,330, and Nasdaq dropped 245.14 points to 13,223.99. Now let's take a look at some of the major stocks. S&P 500 map, and I can show here, Microsoft on Thursday unveiled new Surface computers and revealed details on the release of this year's version of Windows 11, including its embedded Copilot AI assistant during an event in New York. If I can show you here the Microsoft stocks, as you can see, overview, the whole overview, it's red. The color is red, so it is down by 0.39%. And the company introduced the Surface Laptop Studio 2 and the Surface Laptop Go 3 and unveiled enterprise availability for Microsoft 365 Copilot. It's a supplemental AI tool for core productivity apps such as Word and Excel. Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella began the event by speaking about how the company's Copilot AI tools will make a broad impact across its user base for consumers and enterprises. And moving on to Oracle, if I can show to you here, it is down by 3.05%. And on related news, Oracle expects to regenerate about $65 billion in annual revenue by fiscal year 2026, an outlook executives first provided a year ago in a lukewarm message to investors disappointed by the software maker's most recent quarterly results. An executive vice president said he is confident the company will reach its revenue target as well as earlier forecast for a 45% operating margin by fiscal year 2026 and annual growth in earnings per share of more than 10%. And Oracle is focused on increasing its business of renting cloud computing power and storage after long lagging behind Amazon.com, Microsoft Corporation and Alphabet Incorporation's Google. Investors have grown more optimistic than Oracle's cloud offering can rapidly expand and take advantage of demanding computing needs for artificial intelligence products. And some of the shine is wearing off shares of NVIDIA and other US semiconductor companies after a stunning 2022 rally as investors weigh steep valuations, rising treasury yields and signs of industry unease. And chip stocks soared the start this year, with Philadelphia SE Semiconductor Index rising over 50% through July. And no stock symbolized the chip industry's success more than NVIDIA, whose shares tripled in 2023 as the company's market value topped $1 trillion, driven by excitement over the central role of the company's products in artificial intelligence applications. And NVIDIA's recent weakness has come even after it far exceeded expectations with its revenue forecast when it reported quarterly results in late August. All right, moving on, Google. Despite facing the antitrust trial in US, Alphabet's Google said on Thursday it does not see any change in its relationship with Broadcom following a media report the tech giant considered dropping the chip maker as a supplier of artificial intelligence chips as early as 2027. If I can show to you here, Google. All right, it's here. All right, it is dropped by 2.40%, and Google has been ramping up chip investments this year as it plays catch up with Microsoft for the domination of booming market for generative AI applications such as ChatGPT, and other sectors such as Meta, Apple, Amazon and Tesla also in red color at closing. Meanwhile, for oil and gas, counters were down on Thursday's trading. Oil prices settled lower after choppy trading on Thursday, rising as much as $1 a barrel after a Russian ban on fuel exports snatched the focus from Western economic headwinds that had pushed prices down $1 a barrel early in the session. Brent futures for November delivery settled down 23 cents to $93 a barrel, while U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude settled down 3 cents to $89. Both benchmarks had risen and fallen more than $1 earlier on Thursday. That's all I can share to you for now. We're going to go for a short break. We'll be right back after this with Tamina Kausji.